So I am joined today by Congress leader, senior Congress leader in the state and one of the most well-known faces in Rajasthan, Mr. Sachin Pilot. He has just got a ticket yesterday from Tonk and he's already hit the ground running. I'll see him meeting his booth leaders here, his ward leaders here. Mr. Pilot, Tonk is one seat. You were the MLA the last time also. You've got a ticket this time also. What do you think about and which way do you think about Tonk and how do you think the Rajasthan election is proceeding?
Well, last time Tonk had a BJP MLA when I contested, and people of Tonk gave me their full support, and I won by a handsome margin. Not just my constituency of Tonk, but I think now there is a palpable sense in most voters that we have to be able to break this trend that has happened for the last 3 decades, where you elect a government, then it goes and new one comes. So there is, I think, a broad sense that I've gotten in my travels that people are looking to repeat the Congress government. And I say this because the work that the government has done, and more than that, I think it's also the fact that the BJP has also proven to be a ineffective opposition. Right? For 4.5 years, they were missing on the streets, even inside the assembly, and I'm witness to it, that the amount of vigor they should have displayed in being associated with people's issues was missing. Now, to last 3 months to stand on a truck and do a yatra and expect people to vote for you, I don't think this will work this time. So I'm quite confident that Congress party will make a comeback.
Sachin, the BJP seems very, very confident in Rajasthan. I've been speaking to BJP leaders. They almost feel that it's a done election. They feel that the Congress is completely cornered on 2 issues. One obviously is lawlessness, which they accuse your government of, that there's utter breakdown of law and order. Second, the paper leak issue, which you had also raised earlier with the Chief Minister, that this is something we should do something about.
So the paper leak obviously is a serious issue, and not just here, anywhere in the country. It's wrong for us to not take action when young people's 1, 2, 3 years worth of hard work goes to waste. Poor people's families spend money to give tuition and coaching for young people. So I'm happy that the government has passed a new law in Rajasthan where the penalty for people caught in paper leaks is up to life imprisonment. So that's proving to be a deterrent. I felt there's an issue that we should have taken up, and I'm glad we did. But the BJP to claim law and order exclusively in Rajasthan, I mean, they forget to look in what's happening in Madhya Pradesh or Uttar Pradesh. Yes, it's a state subject, but wherever there's been an incident, I think the action taken is what counts, and the government has reacted in an appropriate fashion, and most times culprits have been caught. Now, to give them adequate punishment, that's the job of the judiciary. So law and order itself, I think, is not an issue that can be singled out for Rajasthan. There are many states which are worse performing. But here also in Rajasthan, we've seen that making an FIR has become a compulsory thing. You can't deny people justice. So perhaps that's why the number of cases being reported is higher. But generally speaking, the BJP with its 9 years of central government performance, inflation, job losses, and for me, the greatest worry I see is that the disparity between the rich and the poor is increasing. I mean, the people who are rich have gotten so rich, it's unimaginable. And the ones who have been left out of the growth process have really come down the ladder. So that, and the way the institutions have been politicized, etc., young people are seeing all this despite the lack of display in the media. People are aware of what's happening. So I think all these things will lead to the Congress coming back in Rajasthan. And the wave in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Telangana is all helping the Congress party's prospects.
There's always been a cyclic change in power in Rajasthan for almost the last 3 decades. Are you saying that your government has no anti-incumbency against it?
I don't think it's right to say there's no anti-incumbency. I'm saying taking that factor into account, given the performance of the BJP as an opposition, 9 years of central government's anti-incumbency, the disarray in which the BJP is currently in Rajasthan, and I know the 4.5 years of track record as an opposition gives people no faith to vote for them. So it'll certainly be an election we have to fight. Like I say, every 5 years is a change. But this time I see now the people are willing to give the Congress another chance.
Sachin, Priyanka was in Dausa just 2 days back, Priyanka Gandhi, and she raised the question that who is the CM face in the BJP? There is no clear CM face in the BJP. When we ask the BJP this, they say who is the CM face in Congress? Even Congress does not have a cleared CM face, at least in this election.
No, the difference is that here in Rajasthan, the central leaders come and say vote for the Lotus and vote on the PM's face. You see, the Prime Minister will not leave his job and become Chief Minister, right? In Rajasthan, we're all state leaders, and the tradition in Rajasthan or any other state is that you fight elections, you get majority, then the MLAs and the leadership in Delhi decides who will head the government. That's been the case in 2018 or before that, and that will be the case this time. We are not seeking votes in the name of someone sitting in Delhi. We're seeking votes in the name of the leadership in Rajasthan and what we've done in the last 5 years.
I was speaking to some of your supporters here, obviously, and they all say that Mr. Sachin Pilot should become the CM this time, surely, because last time he should have become, but he did not get his due.
That could be the sentiment. The party has given enough space to all its leaders, and as far as I'm concerned, whatever job I've been given, whether it's in Jaipur or Delhi, in the organization or in the government, I've done my fullest to serve the people. What happens in the future, even I don't know. All I can say is that our first job is to get a majority, to secure a mandate, and once we do that, then the MLAs will decide and the leadership will decide as to who will lead the government. And that's something that's happening in all states. It's not unique to Rajasthan.
So, there were some very, bitter words exchanged between the Chief Minister and largely from the Chief Minister's side earlier, Do you think that you both have buried the hatchet in a way? Can we say that?
I like to make it. It wasn't an exchange, so I was quite refrained in the words that I've used, and that's been the way that I've done my politics for the last 2.5 decades. I mean, I don't want to talk about that. That's in the past. We have to look at the future, and like Mr. Kharge had told me when I went to see him in Delhi, he said, you have to forgive, forget, and move on. And that's the mantra, I think, that holds true for all of us in the Congress, that we have to look at the future. The time that has gone back will not come back. It's gone. And words once spoken are never taken back. But we have to look beyond that. And I think we are working unitedly in the Rajasthan Congress. Unlike the BJP, there are no pulls and pressures here. We're working unitedly in selecting of candidates, in campaigning, in putting up a united front, because the people of Rajasthan expect that from us. I think personal likes, dislikes, ambitions, choices take a back seat when you have to look at the people and the 8 crore Rajasthani citizens who expect something from the Congress party. Therefore, we have to work together, and we are working together. So I think the job at hand now is to win the elections, to get a mandate, and then we'll see what happens.
The last question. Do you think there has been a sidelining of the former Chief Minister Vasundhara Raje in the BJP? Her name has featured in the second list from her seat, but BJP, as you said, is not going with the CM phase. Do you think something is amiss there as well?
I think there's a lot amiss there because what I don't see from the BJP is a roadmap or a blueprint or a vision for the future. All they're doing is, abusing the Congress and the government and, making false allegations, but they don't have a clear view on what they want to do in terms of leadership, in terms of agenda, in terms of people of the state. It's basically religion, mandir, masjid, division of votes on emotional and emotive issues. So as far as individuals are concerned, it's an internal party matter. I can't say very much, but from what I see, there's a lot of dissent. I mean, they have announced the first list, and there was a huge, outcry on the people that they nominated. A second list has come out. We'll see what the reaction is. But what they do to their leaders is very well known, and I don't want to say anything more than that.
So, if I would end by saying that if the Congress wins, am I speaking to the next Chief Minister of Rajasthan?
I think what's more important is for us to win. Once we win, then we'll see what the MLAs and the leadership decide to do.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Sachin Pilot being very, very careful with his words as always, but clearly saying that one major thing that the leadership of the Congress is united in this election. They are going into this election united, and actually he claims that something must be seriously amiss actually in the BJP camp in Rajasthan. This is Aman Sharma with Chintan from Jaipur for CNN News 18.